What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to your 8th Java tutorial in the advanced series. And so we're continuing off where we left off with our interface tutorial. Why is my cursor blinking? Do you guys see that? That's weird. Anyways, so as I said, we're going to be just finishing off where we left off. And so basically so far we created an interface called car. Now the car interface has two functions that we prototyped in it called top speed and color. And then in order to use these functions within our YouTube tutorials class, we have to use the implements keyword and then the name of our interface we would like to implement. Now, this might be a little hazy why we would do this right now, but once we get into game development, you guys are going to see exactly what use implementing interfaces actually has. But right now it's kind of vague, but just stick with it and kind of try and understand just the syntax, why we implement it, like how we implemented it, how we created an interface, and once we get to game programming, it'll be all better. So now basically we can actually define what our top speed function does. So right now we could just make it print something out. So system.out.println, the top speed of the car is, I don't know, let's say 100 miles per hour. And usually our class that we're going to be implementing to would be kind of a subset of the interface. So when I say a subset, this class would actually be called like Lamborghini, or it would be called a Mercedes SLK 400 series or something. So right now, why don't we just do that? Why don't we make it a little more accurate and actually rename it to something like that? So let's rename our YouTube tutorials class to, I don't know, let's name it to my like a Ford Focus or something, car that I drive around. So refactor it, and now we have a car called a Ford Focus that implements the car interface. So the top speed of my car is 100 miles per hour, which I really doubt. But anyways, let's print this out. So, and we're going to just do a little definition of the color function now, and we could say the color of the car is red, period. And now that we actually have a definition for these functions that we implemented from the interface, we can now call these just by normal methods that we usually do. Top speed. I can't type anymore. And of course we would have to, we're getting an error because this is not a static method, so really we should be creating a constructor. So we would just go public Ford Focus, and then we would just call top speed within the constructor, and we could call color also in the constructor. And then after that we could access this constructor by just going, I don't know if I've shown you guys this shortcut before, but instead of going Ford Focus f is equal to new Ford Focus, that's one way to call your constructor. But you could also, instead of assigning it to a variable, we don't really need this variable, we don't actually use it, we could actually just go like this, just go new Ford Focus. We're gonna get a little warning. It says assign return value to the new variable, but you don't actually need to. So let's just run this, and we should get top speed. We should get a little print statement that says the top speed of the car and a print statement that says the color of the car. So let's just run that right now. The top speed of the car is 100 and the car color is red. So as you can see, we implemented the interface properly. We defined the functions and we called the functions, and they worked perfectly. So that's it for this tutorial. If you guys have any questions about this, feel free to shoot me a message and I'll try and answer you guys as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.